am a group fitness instructor. And just like all of you, I'm an entrepreneur. And I've been an entrepreneur for 7 years. I was with a different MLM company before I started with Plexus, which makes my story, I think, a little bit different, and my start probably a lot different from those who are new to a MLM company. So I'm going to start by telling you my ideal client, which sounds weird, but I will explain why as well. For me, my ideal client is a busy mom, approximate age 30 to 50, who wants to balance a healthy lifestyle with a busy schedule. And I tell you that because I think the day that I wrote down who my ideal client was is probably the day that my business really changed. That was before Plexus, but because I knew my ideal client, that really was able to jumpstart my business with Plexus. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that as well. But so when I started with Plexus, I was searching for a business opportunity, which is probably what we all want when it comes to finding ambassadors, right? Someone that's actually looking for the business opportunity and wants to work it. So it just kind of came at the right time. Last September, I had my son. I loved the supplement that I was taking. I loved the company that I was working for, and I learned so much from that company. I have nothing bad to say about them whatsoever. It was amazing. But what happened was I was nursing my son. I could not take the supplement anymore. So I had to stop. And just like we know with Plexus, when you stop what you're doing, my energy level dropped. A lot of things kind of started falling out of place. It's hard to get motivated to sell to people when I can't even take the supplements that I wanted to take. And the biggest thing that happened at that same time was a lot of my close friends who were ranked the same as I was started moving away from that company and joining other companies as well. And when they started showing me the compensation plans and trying to recruit me, I was thinking, what's going on? We should all be making that kind of money. And so that really led me to seek out a new opportunity. So I'll go back to my ideal client again, because the things that my friends were moving into and their companies were not things that fit my ideal client. Were not things that when I think of my community of people, my ideal clients, I'm thinking of the supplements or programs that a busy mom wants to add to her life. And what they were doing was not the things that I could market to my community. So when I found Plexus, I was looking for a supplement for me to market to busy moms just like me, to go along with the nutrition programs that I push. And then also the business opportunity, a place that I could grow and really reach those goals that I was working so hard to reach with my last MLM company. And the movement is slow. It's steady, but it was slow. So here's the biggest thing that I think got me started with Plexus in the direction that I'm going. I started in April with the product. I don't really remember why I didn't sign on as an ambassador in April, but I didn't. Maybe you guys remember. I don't remember. I started in April knowing I was going to be an ambassador in May, signed on as May, became silver in the first week, and last month, made it qualification for leadership retreat. And unfortunately, I turned down the cruise. But here's what really got me on that. I'll go back to my ideal client because I truly believe Plexus is for everyone. I also firmly believe that you cannot market to everyone. And I think that probably is what gave me the bigger start than a lot of people have. And I know most people are going to hear this and say, Well, you had this huge client base. That was really, really easy. You just contacted all those people and got them to sign up. And yes and no, because I did have that client base, but I am not a cold messenger. And I said from the start that I would not reach out to any of my current clients, because for starters, I'm now marketing a very, very, it's not really a similar product, I shouldn't say that, but I'm marketing new supplements to people that I said, this is the best, this is what you need. And so I did not reach out to any of those people privately. I didn't send out any messages to those people. But I have this core community, obviously, of, like I said, my ideal clients. And I'm not saying that I don't market to men. I'm not saying that I don't have male customers. I don't have younger customers. But what I'm saying is every single thing that I send out when it comes to marketing, when it comes to things that I am posting on social media, things I'm sending out in my newsletters, anything that I'm doing that I am purposefully doing to get clients, I am doing as if I am talking to a busy mom who is looking for a healthy lifestyle, period. Those are the only people that I'm marketing to. As they see things and they're like, oh, my husband needs that too, or my kids need this, or my friend needs this, she doesn't have kids, those people are going to come. But when it comes to what I do, it's specific, and there's really one reason for that. And that is something I started 2 years ago. If you do not have, I could spend an entire hour call talking about, because I believe so firmly in an email marketing program. I'm guessing probably a lot of you have one, but I started this 2 years ago. I use Lead Pages for it, which can be super complicated and takes some time to get started. But here's the thing. Social media is here. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. My son, 12-year-old, is on Snapchat. I can't imagine I'd get too many clients from there, but maybe. But here's the thing. People are trying to figure out where they want to go. It's getting so busy. People are dropping Facebook because they're suddenly like, I can't do this in Instagram, and I like Instagram. Well, I'm getting into Instagram. I don't really understand it, but here's the thing they won't give up. They're not going to give up their email address. If you can get their email address and get it purposefully with them knowing that they want to see content from you, that's the biggest part. You can collect all the emails you want, but you want to collect emails from your ideal clients and from the people who want what you are offering. And that's where it gets a little tricky, because you have to figure out what you're offering. And I can promise you that everybody is offering more than supplements. You may have to find what it is that you're offering, but you can offer more than supplements. So for me, I offer nutrition, fitness, to my people that I send newsletters. I offer my ideal client base what they want. Busy moms want healthy recipes that the kids are going to like. They want after-school snacks. They want fun ideas to get the kids involved in cleaning the house. Fitness tips, quick things, anything along those lines. That's what my busy moms want. Well, they also want to be healthy. So I did not reach out to any of my client base individually, but I was lucky enough to start with a huge community, and I did start reaching out with my newsletters very slowly. I would give them all the good stuff they want, and I never mentioned Plexus for, oh my God, just recently, in fact, I started actually mentioning Petlexus because I finally feel like everybody knows what I'm doing. It's the mystery, it's the intrigue. I would throw in the bottom that I'm doing something awesome, that this new mom finally has energy again. Because what do busy moms want? They want energy. They don't care right now all the stuff that Plexus is going to do for their gut health. They want the wow. What is it going to do? It's going to give me energy, and that's all I told them. And I said, message me, email me if you're interested and want to know. This is amazing. And they did. They came out in large numbers and started reaching out to me. Then I started throwing in gut health. I didn't say anything about the products I'm selling having to do with gut health. I started telling them in my newsletters gut health was important. That got them thinking, oh my gosh, gut health is important. Maybe I need that. Do I do things to help my gut health? Boom, I threw in, oh my gosh, you guys, I've been talking about this gut health. The products I'm using specifically target that. So that's probably the number one thing that I'm doing currently to grow my clientele. That's probably what hit it from the top, because with an email marketing campaign, the number one thing you're doing, hopefully, is you are getting people to trust you. You are getting people to look at you as an expert in something, whatever that might be, that you can give people resources for. They look at me as an expert now when it comes to health, nutrition, and fitness. And I can't tell you how many of the customers came to me and said, if you're doing it, I want in. I don't care what it is, but if you say I need it, I need it. And that's taken 7 years. So it's a little unique in the fact that a new ambassador is not going to have that, but it's not unique in the fact that everybody can have that 7 years from now. So although my story as a new 3-month ambassador is totally different, I've been in the marketing world for 7 years now, and everybody can, and like I said, really, I started the email marketing about 2 years ago. It's really crazy, because anytime I have a special, I don't have to throw that out on Facebook to my followers that don't care about my special. I don't have to throw that out to the people that are going, I don't know, she's always posting some sort of pill thing. They don't know, they don't care. But the people who sign up for my newsletter, they want to know. They want to know what I'm doing. They want to know how I feel about the health and fitness world and what I think is the best thing out there. And those are my ideal clients. Those are the people that are listening. The other big thing that I do is my Facebook groups. I try to always offer more than just a supplement. So with my Facebook groups, I offer health and nutrition. I offer, it could just be that you want to offer a 7-day water group. I know we do that a lot with our Plexus products with the 7-day groups. But honestly, you need something else to give those people than a supplement. And that just could be a relationship, checking in with them constantly to see if the supplement's working. Start to make them see that you are an expert when it comes to the supplements that you're giving. Just offer them something else, because that is what's going to separate you from your neighbor who is your top ambassador and offering the exact same things. Is they can't market you, and they can't market your expertise. Only you can market that, and only you can make people see that that is your niche. And that is also going to be where your ideal client is different than your neighbors. I'm sure my ideal client is different than Lauren's ideal client. We're in the same area. We have a lot of the same friends. Yet we're going to market to a lot of the same people, but a lot of different people too, because of our different areas of expertise, our different ideal clients, what they would be. And then the third thing, and really the only other thing that I'm doing when it comes to Plexus, is I opened a Plexus group right away. I can't even tell you what it's called. I threw some name on it. That's really bad. I have no idea what it's called. Anyway, I started this right away. I put all of my clients in the group. I put anybody that has reached out to me and said, what are you doing? What is this? Tell me more. Any of those people I put in the group. But here's what I do not do in that group. I do not only talk about Plexus products. I talk about, I throw in recipes. I throw in fitness stuff. I throw in any sort of thing that I would market to my ideal client. And the reason is people are not going to come to your group just to look at your supplements every time you post. they will come into your group every once in a while to see, hey, you know what, I think she had a supplement for that. Maybe she's going to have a supplement. Maybe I can ask a question in that group. But if you are always posting information in that group that people want to see, that people want to know more about, they are going to continuously go into that group. And you are going to weave in the Plexus products, the gut information, the testimonials, things that are helping people. And that's going to weave in between all of that information that your ideal client wants. So it's not that they haven't just been thrown into a group that is solely to sell them on products, to tell them about products, because people will only go into those groups every once in a while to check. But if they know, I got to find that group, it had that recipe that I saw last week, I love that group, they're going to A, invite their friends, because their friends want to be a part of that group. And B, they're going to go back to that group all the time. And when they go back to look for their recipe, they're going to see yesterday's post where you talked about a girl that is really tired and lacks energy and how that affected her. And they're going to go, oh, wait, that's me. What does that say? So those are really, I focus a lot on my ideal client. That really changed my business completely. I focus on what my ideal client wants, because those are the people that are going to follow me for me. Those are the people that want my information. The rest of my people are my family and my friends that might look at my stuff every once in a while, might care, might not. But my ideal client, the people that my community that I am marketing to, are the people that are opening my emails that I send, are reading my newsletters, are reaching out to me. I have yet to send a single cold message. I don't like to do it. I know there'll come a time when I'll get back to it, but I want people to tell their friends. I want people to want their friends to connect with me, to join my groups, to be put on my newsletters, and really the things that I'm doing on a constant basis to grow that email list are really, really huge, because those are the people that are going to be my Plexus ambassadors. Those are the people that are going to grow with me. So those are the things that I've done. My emails, my groups, and just constant contact and giving people my expertise in other areas to build their trust.
Wow. Thank you. I don't know if you can see this, but I have like a whole page of notes that I just took, Jennifer. So, I love what you had to say. I just love your perspective. It's very different. You know what I mean? And we like new ideas like constantly. And I love like your whole social media thing. Cause it is like, I'm like, okay, do I do Facebook? Do I do Instagram? Oh, kind of thing, and email. And, I'm not good about email, to be totally honest. So that's like a new avenue that I could totally go for. And I do love that you shared with the fact that you did have clients, but that you didn't reach out to them right away, and that you were all about teaching them about things and not throwing Plexus in. And I think that is like one of the best things that you can do, is to, like you said, really create that curiosity of, well, what are they doing? And just that trust. And just, it's kind of like you talked about, like how you branded yourself. We've heard that, some of you that have been around for a while, they've talked a lot about branding yourself and doing that. And, you're very into fitness, and I would brand myself into that, category too, of different things. And, I don't know, you just gave me a lot of ideas of things that I could share more about that I don't, and just my workouts and things like that I do. People like, probably, what do you do? What do you lift? Kind of thing. And so definitely just offering them something else, because it is true that sometimes people do just want that relationship with you. They just want that checking in. They want somebody to drink water with, to hold them accountable to drink. I have a post. I didn't get it done today, but it's with my gallon jug. And I'm not joking. Yeah. I carry around a gallon jug every day.
They want to know what you're doing. They want to know you.
Yep. So I love that. And I don't know if you, for anybody who's new on here, I said I wasn't going to record, but I hit that record button when you started. So like, this is too good. I can't not share this with everybody else. And just that you don't just throw it out there and expect people to just come. Like, you don't just throw up a Facebook post and expect people to come to you. Like, you work and you really put into it, and you really, build that trust and relationship with your people before you even really throw that plexus out there. So I hope you took notes. If not, I am recording, even though I said I wasn't going to, because it's just too good for ladies to not to. So thank you, Jennifer. And I am going to turn over to Jamie. I can't wait to hear what you have to share with us.
Jennifer, you're a really, really tough act to follow. So you're very inspirational. So my story is completely different from Jennifer's. I actually started taking supplements in February consistently. I had been introduced to them like 2 years ago by Nicole, and I was so skeptical and refused to even try her sample. And then Denise had reached out to me. She works at my husband's office, and so I had bought some vitamins from her, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that pink drink thing. But I ended up, finally in February, I was like, Denise, I'm going to give it a try. I just need more energy. I'm tired all the time. I just want to sleep. And so I did, and I loved it. I loved the products. I loved the support I was getting from her. And come April, I decided to upgrade to an ambassador because I wasn't ready before then. But I didn't really think I would share. And then, I don't know, was it maybe a week? I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. So with her help and Nicole's help, I posted my first post and just started reaching out to people. So unlike Jennifer, I reached out to my close friends and family, but then I did have to do the cold marketing because I had no clients to start with. So I just reached out to, old college friends and roommates and people I played softball with, and just, said, hey, have you seen my posts on Facebook? I'm using this supplement. I would change it up every once in a while. But I really love how I'm feeling. I feel so healthy and energized. Is it something I could share with you and send you information? And so sometimes I would get messages back. Other times I wouldn't. The other thing I did, because when I started, I was really dependent on the social media. I would kind of Facebook stalk my friends, which sounds a little crazy, but to see what they were posting and get an idea of, this friend of mine, she's talking about how she is going to Starbucks, every day, or how this one is super tired. And I would just reach out and say, hey, I saw your post. This is what I'm doing. Would you be interested? And so I had some people, a month later finally get back to me and just say, yeah, I would like more information. After listening to you talk, Jennifer, I think that, in my head, I didn't think I was targeting people, but I really do target the moms, the stay-at-home moms. A lot of people that I know are teachers, and so I seem to kind of target them as well. So I don't mean to exclude the guys, and just within the last couple of weeks, I've been trying to reach out to more to guys that, from my past and, current, that I know would benefit from the products also. A business Facebook page so that I can boost some of my posts because I've noticed that people on my friend Facebook page, they stopped commenting on posts, they stopped liking posts. So I felt like I was being too pushy and really only posting about Plexus there for a while. So I actually had a negative feedback from a close friend, and so I started my own business Facebook page and business Instagram account. So I figure if people want to follow me on those, then it's like fair game. I will post about the products. I post about what they do. I post about me taking them. My kids, once in a while, I'll throw a Plexus post into my regular Facebook account. But I try to do that sparingly because I did one today that I hurt my back. I'm so thankful I have Slim. I might need to double up on it today for extra energy. I think I had 3 people like it, but I posted about my son's birthday last week and I had 200 people like it. So it's just, I think people get worn out seeing those posts. I did start a blog. I'm kind of hit or miss on posting on it, but it just gave me something else to do, not just focus on plexus, but kind of get my niche of what I wanted to market myself as. So mine is just being a mom, our travels, just the fun things that we do together. And that's kind of where I started with that. So I think one of the biggest things that I did when June hit was I sat down and I wrote out what my goals were, because I knew as soon as Leaders Retreat was posted that I was going to be on that cruise. So I laid it out, like how many people I needed to get. I'm really good at getting customers. I'm not good at getting ambassadors. I'm pretty picky. If they only want to buy Slim, then they're a customer. And maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot there, but I just, I want people that want to sell. And at this point in time, I'm still working on getting that. But I'm, like I said, I'm pretty choosy on who my ambassadors are. And I found that if you can talk to somebody over the phone versus messaging them through Facebook Messenger or even texting, it's just, they're so much more likely to do it for you or to sign up. And that was kind of where I was, especially towards the end of the summer. It was more like, hey, can you do this favor for me? But people were like, oh my gosh, yeah, I want to help you. I want to try this. I need more energy anyways. So that was where I was with that. Sorry, I'm not as inspirational as you, Jennifer. And then another big thing, and thanks to Nicole, she's really encouraged me to watch some videos. I really, really love the Closing Like a Boss video. And I wish that I had watched that like the day before I signed up to become an ambassador. It just had so much great information on kind of the do's and don'ts of how you approach people. Don't ask yes or no questions. Make sure they're open-ended. Make sure you're connecting, which I think at the beginning I was pretty poor at doing. I had a lot of yes, no questions, and then the conversation would just die. And to this day, I can't get those conversations going again. So hopefully that won't be the case forever. But that Closing Like a Boss video is awesome. I found a couple of Facebook do's and don't videos, and just, making sure you're watching trainings. I love the trainings that Emily, or just the videos that Emily posts on her page. She's super inspirational. Just trying to better myself, learn about the products more, because I don't have, a science background. A lot of the information that, I'm reading, it takes me a while to absorb it. So I want to make sure that I'm as knowledgeable as possible when someone asks me a question, versus, well, I need to look that up. So I like to have a little base knowledge of each thing before I answer them. So I don't know. I guess my biggest thing is don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to ask. I would have never done this 6 months ago, a year ago, because I would have been too afraid of somebody rejecting me and saying no. And now, it is what it is. And I've had people that have told me no, and a couple weeks later have purchased from me. So Denise didn't give up on me. So they'll come around eventually.
Can I say a few things? Can I interrupt a minute?
Oh,
okay. Yeah. First of all, I want you guys to go back when she said I confronted her at the gym, like when I first started. I don't know, with 2 or 3 years.
January of 2016.
Yes. So she went home, and I don't know if she threw the sample away or put it in her cabinet. But you guys, she watched me. She watched me. She watched my post. She just told me the other day, she's like, I thought you were so annoying and the crazy question. But now look at her, you guys. Like, I mean, just because people are telling you no and, you know, they're not responding to you, they are watching you. And that takes me to you commenting on how you started your own business page, Jamie, which I think is wonderful. But I don't think you should stop posting on your personal page either. Absolutely post, you know, more family stuff on that. But I think you should post on your personal page too, because even though people aren't commenting and liking, people are watching you. They're watching every single move you make. And personally, I feel like if I'm watching someone and they stop posting about it, then they must not be that crazy about it anymore, you know? So I think it's very important to stay consistent and be posting about Plexus as well as your family. And just, I know it's hard, but don't let it deter you. I'm the same way. I just posted a picture of me and Sean, and we got like 400 likes and like 30 some comments, and I post about Plexus, I get like 4 likes. But it doesn't stop me, because I know all 400 of those likes, those people are seeing my posts because they just like.
And that's what's nice about the business page, because you can actually see how many people see your posts.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
just so.
Yep. But one more thing about that, and then I'll let you continue.
Oh, okay.
Like, not everybody is in your business page. You know what I mean? So like, if I start a business page, I feel like I'm losing out opportunity on all these other people that, you know, could be seeing my personal posts. So I guess I just encourage you to not stop posting on your personal page as well. But yeah, you both did great. I really enjoyed tonight.
Well, I am going to say, if you can see at the top, I put let the haters hate. That was something that I wanted to say to you. I do agree with Nicole. I mean, it's your own personal, but before I even get to that, I just want to say, I loved what you had to say. Like, I took another page of notes here, and Jamie, don't think that you're not as inspirational. You bring a totally different, like, your personality is very different than Jennifer's. And honestly, that's why I picked both of you, because you are very different. And I want there are people that can relate to Jennifer, and then Jamie, there's people that can relate to you. I didn't start like Jennifer. I started like you did, Jamie. And you know what I mean? But there's people who have what Jennifer has, and she has a lot to offer. I mean, I took a ton of notes of things that I can do. I took notes from you. It reminded me of things that, like, oh my gosh, exactly. That's how we started. Why not go back to that? So don't ever say, you know, that you aren't inspiring, because you are. Like, from the first moment I heard you do your video, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have this girl on a call, you know? So, but definitely, I loved what you had to say. Some things that I wanted to say. Number one, I can hear the confidence in your voice. My favorite part I love everything you said, but the one of my absolute favorite parts of what you said was that 6 months ago, you would have never been reaching out to these people. And now these people tell you no, and it's okay. Oh, well, move on to the next. I mean, just hearing that confidence from you just like warms my heart, just to hear that from, you know, just the personal growth that you've made in such a short amount of time. I love that you blog. I would love to talk more about that. I literally wrote, tell me more next to blog, because I think I do follow some blogs. And so I think that is something, you know, definitely that can be very good for you. I love that you said you Facebook stalked, because that is truly what you do. I mean, people Facebook stalk. Scrolling is Facebook stalking. Like, literally, that's what it is. You're stalking to see what other people have done. Or, you know, if you have a friend who you haven't seen their post in a while, you're probably going to look them up and go, okay, who's this person? What have they been doing? I haven't seen it for a while. So you should do that, because when we see people posting about all these Starbucks, we're like, oh, honey, no, come on. We can do so much better than that, you know? Definitely talking on the phone. I totally agree with that. You're going to seal a deal every single time you talk to somebody on the phone or you meet with them in person versus like messaging them. But I love how, Jennifer, you talked about the fact you do not cold message, but you said you will probably get to a point. And I love, Jamie, you said you do cold message. So you guys can see that, like, everybody has their own way of doing things, and it works. Like, you have to find what works for you. And that's the blessing of this business. You do it how you want, when you want, and whatever you want. I mean, really, the sky's truly the limit with that. So I just want to say thank you so much, ladies, for doing this. I know I put you on the spot in kind of short notice. And so I just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart from sharing, and helping all of us out. So I'm going to